Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are at Eagle Gymnasium for exciting NCCAA South Region men's basketball between the Eagles and the Bruins of Bob Jones University. Before we begin, we'd like to ask everyone to please observe a brief moment of silence as we commemorate the anniversary of Pearl Harbor Day. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for opening prayer and our national anthem? Lord Father, we want to give you the praise for the talents you've given these young gentlemen on the court. We ask you to keep them free and safe from all harm and injury. We ask that everyone in this building show Christ-like attitude, Lord. And number one, we remember as we head into the Christmas season to worship the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. In your name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Let's meet our starting lineups. First, from Greenville, South Carolina, the Bruins of Bob Jones University. At guard, a 6'5" senior from Parsippany, New Jersey, number 3, Nate Ellenwood. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Greer, South Carolina, number 4, Hayes Rush. Guard, a 6'2" freshman from Charleston, South Carolina, number 10, Devin Dean. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Baldwin, Georgia, number 23, Zachary Orr. At forward, a 6'6" freshman from Rex, Georgia, number 44, Kendall Norrington. Coach of the Bruins in his 3rd season, please welcome Mr. Burton Uaro. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At guard, a 6'0" senior from Kissimmee, Florida, number 2, Marquise Wilkinson. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Jennings, Florida, number 12, D.W. Lewis. At forward, a 6'7" freshman from Jacksonville, Florida, number 15, George Tusha. At guard, a 6'0" freshman from Kissimmee, Florida, number 20, Joel Farrell. And in his 9th season with TBC out of Liberty University, our head coach, Mr. John D. Jones.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles men's basketball in the NCCAA South Region competition, ready to begin between two big rivals, the home team TBC Eagles and the Bruins from Bob Jones University. I'm Ray Bureau along with Dean Bureau, our cameraman, and this ball game is underway. Starting late because of the women's basketball game, which Trinity Baptist won 59-54 over the Mississippi University for Women Owls, took place just a little while ago. First shot of the ball game from George Tusha does not go, and the Bruins pull down the rebound. That is freshman Kendall Norrington who pulled down the rebound. Tell you how these two teams have fared so far this season in just a little bit as Norrington goes up, gets the reverse layup to fall, and the Bruins are on the board first. Bob Jones coming in with a record of 3-5. No South Region competition as of yet. That was De Los Santos with the first shot. Does not go. Long pass all the way downtown to Devin Dean. A rim got in the way of the shot, and we're going to have our first foul of the ball game. That's going to go against Kendall Norrington, and the Eagles will inbound. Ball game less than a minute old, 19 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first half. The Bruins, 3-5. They have defeated NCAA Division III Brevard College 2 times. The last time a 73-66 win just a few days ago. Eagles, no wins. 5 losses so far on the regular season. Here's a shot from the outside from Tusha. It hits off the rim, and we have a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be called against the Eagles' D.W. Lewis. It is team foul number 1. TBC Eagles have also played 4 NCAA Division I opponents: Liberty University, UNF, Stetson University, and Bethune-Cookman. Bruins work the ball to the far side and back up top. That is Devin Dean, who dishes it off to Nate Ellenwood. Ellenwood, pull-up jumper from inside the paint. He is on the board, and Ellenwood scores 14.9 points per game, and the Bruins have scored the first 4 of this ball game. This is also the first South Region competition for Trinity Baptist College in this 2019-20 season. The bulk of the second semester of play will be within the South Region. Ball stolen by Devin Dean to the hole, and he will draw the foul. That is going to be D.W. Lewis for his second, and it will send Dean to the free throw line, where he is 9 out of 18 so far on the season, averaging 6.5 points per game. He already has 2 free throws coming his way. First of those 2 does not go, a little too strong off the back of the rim. Jakari Randolph checks in now, and D.W. Lewis will head off to the bench, already picking up 2 fouls within the first 2 minutes. Second free throw from Devin Dean does not go in. De Los Santos with the rebound. Devin Dean, a freshman guard from Charleston, South Carolina, again averaging 6.5 points per game. Goes 0 for 2 at the line, and now the Eagles have a chance to cut down an early 4-point deficit. De Los Santos finds a man in the corner. Eagles work it to the top of the arc. That's Duncanson. Goes inside the paint, pump fake, and a short jump shot. Duncanson on the board. Trinity Baptist's leading scorer at 15.3 points per game has a first 2 for Coach Jones and the TBC Eagles. 17.5 left in the first half. Game started late in case you're just now joining us. Going inside and high off the glass was Nate Ellenwood. It did not go. Loose ball grabbed by Duncanson near the baseline. Eagles work it up court very quickly, have a chance to tie or possibly take the lead with a 3. Eagles play catch around the perimeter, work the ball to the left side, turn around, jump shot, and a beauty from George Tusha. That ties us up at 4 with 17 minutes still on the clock in the first half. Bruins against the Eagles, first South Region game of the season for either team. Pull-up jumper from the outside, spins around, does not go. Dean with the rebound, second chance, no. Third chance, draws the foul. Dean will go back to the line in just a moment. And a foul's called on Joel De Los Santos. That's his first. It is team foul number 3. Devin Dean missed his first 2 free throw attempts just a moment ago. Now with a chance to put the Bruins back out in front. Again, that one goes in and out, does not fall through the cylinder. And Dean has missed his first 3 attempts. Substitution sends Jason Barnhart in for Zachary Orr. Seen a number of these Bruins on this floor within the past few years. Here comes number 2 from Dean. That one goes, his first point. And the Bruins lead 5-4. Nate Ellenwood, John Allen, Zachary Orr, Jason Barnhart. All have played on this floor within the past few years under Coach Burton Uaro. Coach Uaro in his 3rd season. He's from Bob Jones University. Eagles work the ball around the baseline and back outside. Duncanson with 6 on the shot clock. Now 3. Ball gets away, turns around, fires a 3, and it's good. With the shot clock winding down, Duncanson from NBA range turns around and buries a 3. The swish gives the Eagles a 2-point lead. Dean lost the ball. Duncanson picks it up. Battle on the outside. Eagles back it up, allow teammates to set up for a scoring opportunity. Hello to Johnny Gammett, the fantastic sports information director for Bob Jones University. I know he's watching the broadcast. Always a pleasure to know he's watching, and appreciate the great communication the two of us have with each other. As you just saw, George Tusha give the Eagles a 4-point lead. He has 4, and that is the margin at the moment. Still 15 and a half left to go in the first half. A lot of basketball left to play here this afternoon. Running the baseline is Barnhart, guarded by Randolph, and the steal by Duncanson. Loose ball grabbed by De Los Santos. Dishes it off to Tusha. The layup does not go. Picked up by Hayes Brush. Brush feeds Norrington, and a whistle underneath as the ball hits the baseline. Out of bounds, it's Eagles ball. Hayes Brush wearing number 11 today, also wears number 4 for Coach Uaro. Eagles get the ball after the ball hits the baseline, out of bounds. Trinity Baptist leads 9-5 in the early going. Still not quite 5 minutes into the ball game, and we just hit that mark right now. Duncanson hit that long turnaround 3 just a moment ago. De Los Santos feeds Duncanson, almost lost the ball, out of bounds, able to keep it in his control. He's guarded by John Allen. 4 seconds left. Duncanson to the left side of the lane, gets the shot off, bounces off the rim, rebounded by Allen. 3.9 points per game by the senior John Allen. Almost lost the ball back to Duncanson. Again, we've seen John Allen here plenty of times before. He is a senior guard, and he just gave it up to Hayes Brush for the basket. John Allen from Woodstock, Georgia. Hayes Brush from Greer, South Carolina. 9-7 Eagles lead. Duncanson with the ball, guarded by Cam McKennedy at midcourt. Duncanson lost his footing, was able to feed Battle. He runs the baseline, gets the layup and the basket. Sam Battle's first score of the game. He averages 4.3, getting a chance to start for Coach Jones here in this big South Region matchup today. Allen with the pump fake, goes inside, the layup, spins around, stays on the rim for a moment, then drops in, and again it's a 2-point game. A lot of action back and forth in the early going. Bob Jones got the first 4. Trinity Baptist now leads 11-9. 13 and a half left to go until the intermission. That is De Los Santos, left side of the lane. Second chance is good from George Tusha right there where he needs to be. Already a whole bunch of people letting us know they're watching on the top chat. Say hello to you when we get an opportunity. 13 minutes, 5 seconds left. Always get some great viewership from Bob Jones and their fans who love to follow the Bruins all over the Southeast. Duncanson swats that one away. Shot clock at 11. McKennedy with the underhanded layup and the basket. He averages 5.3 points per game. His first score, it's 13-11 in favor of the Eagles. Eagles slow things down. Tusha feeds Duncanson over in the corner. That one knocked out of bounds by Devin Dean, and hello to Stanley Jean Baptiste. Reminding us, Joel De Los Santos scored 32 points when those two teams met up earlier in the season. Stanley Jean Baptiste, thanks for letting us know you're watching. D. Baller, Joseph Pagan, Calvin Teixeira, and the shot from Duncanson from the corner does not go and is pulled in by Nate Ellenwood. Allen thought about the three, pulls it down, runs his way inside, and then feeds Brush in the corner. Brush goes inside. Layup does not go. Allen pulls this one down, and he's guarded heavily by three Eagles. They knock the ball out of bounds, but it stays with the Bruins. Allen, tough time, 1-on-3. He does manage to get the possession with 20 seconds put back on the shot clock. Ellenwood from the corner for three, off the rim. Kenton Bibbs just into the ball game with the rebound, trying to go coast to coast. Lost possession of the ball. Bruins now could try to tie up the game. Devin Dean could not corral the pass, and that ball hit the baseline, and that will pause the play momentarily. Break for the Eagles as Devin Dean had an easy trip to the lane. Could not control the ball, or he would have tied up the score. Whole lot of good conversation going on the top chat. Thanks for letting us know you're watching. Duncanson with 20 on the shot clock, guarded by Brush. Goes inside the paint. Short jumper, no good. Parrish Hobdy, pump fake, second shot, no. And a rebound by Chapman Harwood. Harwood trying to get by Bibbs. Instead, he feeds Ellenwood to Allen. Allen guarded by Jakari Randolph. Brush now in the corner, a long pass to Harwood and a whistle. That is Kenton Bibbs, called for his first foul. That is team foul number 4. Eagles lead 13-11, 11:15 left in the half. And some substitutions for Coach Jones. Sam Battle and Joel De Los Santos come onto the court. Travius Whitfield, Marquise Duncanson head off. Allen takes the inbound pass. Bruins work the way all the way across the court. Back to the near side. 10 seconds to shoot. Cam McKennedy almost had the ball stripped. Bruins keep possession. McKennedy thought about the three. 2 seconds left. Ellenwood gets this one off. It does not hit the rim, so that's a shot clock violation. Very strong defense by the Eagles results in the turnover. So the Eagles with a 2-point lead and 10:54 on the clock. Again, first half, the game started about 20 minutes late because of the women's ball game that the Lady Eagles won 59-54 over Mississippi University for women. There's a steal by Nate Ellenwood. Tries to get around Randolph. Instead, makes a perfect feed to Chapman Harwood, who lays it in to tie the score at 13. Chapman Harwood, 6 points per game. He is a junior guard from Candler, North Carolina. My sister-in-law, her husband and daughters live in Candler, North Carolina. My wife, Beth, probably watching, likes to hear that. Say hello to Missy and Joe Semble. Ellenwood with the steal, and that is Kenton Bibbs from behind with the block shot. It's out of bounds. It stays with the Bruins, but Kenton Bibbs kept Ellenwood from getting an easy deuce. 27 seconds on the shot clock. 10 minutes, 6 seconds on the game clock. Momentary delay that allows all the players to catch their breath. The Bruins are ready to inbound right underneath their own goal. In that women's ball game, Autumn Taylor of Mississippi University for women, player of the game with 31 points. Defensive player of the game was Trinity Baptist's Sydney Veach. She had, I lost track of how many rebounds and steals at the moment, but Sydney Veach with some crucial rebounds and 3 steals within the final minute to keep Mississippi from having a chance to tie up the score. Jayla Green was clutch in the fourth quarter, hitting a good number of free throws. Jayla Green, 4 free throws in the final couple of minutes, en route to 15 points in the team high, helping the Lady Eagles to their first victory of the season. And now we're going to have 2 officials talking things over at the scorers table. Well, let's take a moment to let you know the upcoming ball games for both their teams. And as usual, we'll start with our guests. After today's matchup with the Eagles, Bob Jones on Tuesday, December 10th, will play NAIA Warren Wilson. That's a home game for the Bruins. Then on Friday the 13th, another home matchup, Carolina Christian College. Both of those games will tip off at 7 p.m. Looks like it's going to be a technical foul against the Bruins, giving Marquise Duncanson a couple of free throws. I didn't see which Bruin got called. We'll look that up when we get a moment. And Duncanson's first one bounces around a couple of times and does not go. So 1 free throw for Trinity Baptist and Marquise Duncanson, who's a terrific free throw shooter. 18 now out of 23 on the season. The Bruins are going to inbound. Must have been a dead ball technical foul. Trying to find out which Bruin was called for that tech. Well, the Bruins do have the ball with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Still no indication of who was called for the technical foul, unless it came maybe from the bench. Tied at 13, clock running. We just now hit the 10-minute mark right now. First half underway. Again, tied at 13. 17 to shoot. John Allen, 4-3, a little too strong. Duncanson with the rebound. Next chance we get, we'll let you know what the TBC Eagles have in store after today's ball game. Ball stolen by McKennedy. This one hits off the foot of Ellenwood, a break for the Eagles. That ball will turn it right back over to Trinity Baptist. George Tusha comes onto the court. Jakari Randolph heads off. Devin Dean in, Chapman Harwood out for the Bruins. Assistant coaches of Bob Jones University, Dr. Tony Miller, in his 8th season as assistant coach. He's from BJU and the United States Sports Academy. Mr. Keith Champion, in his 2nd season from Western Michigan University. Jacob Roth is the team manager of the men's basketball team. So welcome Bruins coaches and players, and they brought a pretty good crowd down from Greenville as well. Kenton Bibbs off the glass, does not go. Second chance. He'll draw the foul. He'll shoot 2, and it looks like Jason Barnhart will draw his first. So Kenton Bibbs will head to the line. Bibbs 2 for 3 so far shooting free throws this season. That's the official statistics, as the NCAA Division I games are counted as exhibition for the Eagles. That first one does not go. Bibbs averages 8.3 points per game. Free throw number 2, off the front of the rim and in. It gives the Eagles a 1-point lead. Kenton Bibbs, a senior from here in Jacksonville, 5'10" guard. He and Marquise Duncanson, the lone seniors for Coach Jones this year. This is a young but talented team that should stick together and give us quite a few thrills in the next few seasons. De Los Santos with the rebound. Layup attempt by Jason Barnhart did not go. Eagles lead by 1, 14-13. Tusha with possession, stripped by Ellenwood. Dean with the ball all the way up the court. Gets past Kenton Bibbs and lays it in. That's his first field goal to go along with a free throw and a timeout at 8:35 left to go in the first half. A 60-second timeout called by Coach John D. Jones, who's in his 8th season out of Liberty University. He is assisted by the associate head coach, Kareem Shepard, and his assistant coaches are Jeremy Bowles and Chip Gauss. Well, after today, We'll see what the Eagles have in store. Just a few ball games left until the Christmas break. Next Saturday, or even before then rather, on December 14th, next Friday, the Eagles are at NAIA Florida College, a terrific Florida College Falcons team, one of the best NAIA teams in the entire country. In fact, just 2 years ago, they won the national championship. Then, December 20th and 21st, Trinity Baptist College will finish off the first semester of play by playing at the Johnson University of Florida Christmas Classic in Kissimmee. Trinity Baptist will face the University of the Virgin Islands on Friday, December 20th at 4 p.m. and the University of the Bahamas on Saturday the 21st, also at 4 p.m. So that rounds out the first semester of play for the TBC Eagles. They'll come back with road games beginning on January 7th. TBCEagles.com, BJUBruins.com for all the information for both the Eagles and the Bruins athletics. Sam Battle finds Duncanson in the corner. Shot clock down to 16. Bibbs gets inside the arc, feeds Battle. Spin move inside the paint, off the glass, no good. Second chance was blocked by John Allen, and Nate Ellenwood will take the ball up the court. Bruins right now lead by 1, 15-14. Ellenwood for 3 off the back of the rim. Ball batted up in the air and pulled down by McKennedy. Bruins just outside the paint. McKennedy fires off the 3 from the corner. It's good, and the Bruins lead now by 4, 18-14. Trinity Baptist, first big deficit. Well, not that big at 4. Tied for the biggest lead of the night so far as Bob Jones scored the first 4 points of the ball game. That's Devin Dean running the baseline. He's rejected by Bibbs. Ellenwood able to keep the ball in the front court. Shot clock at 14. And this one goes astray. It'll be Eagles basketball. Seven minutes, 3 seconds left on the clock. Four-point lead for the Bruins. Bibbs feeds a man inside and out towards Duncanson. Knocked out of bounds by Hayes Brush. Eagles have 12 seconds on the shot clock. Parrish Hobney in for Sam Battle for Trinity Baptist. Again, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Duncanson inbounds to Hobney. Three-pointer from the side and buried by Kenton Bibbs. His first field goal. He's now 4 for 9 from beyond the arc on the season. De Los Santos knocked the ball away. It goes out of bounds and stays with the Bruins. 1 point lead now for Bob Jones, 18-17, 6:31 left in the half. First South Region competition for either team. Dean runs a baseline, feeds a man over in the corner. Bruins work it back up top, back to the corner to Brush. And Brush is going to draw the foul. That will be Kenton Bibbs. If I have it right, that's his second. We'll check everything over with Nathan Williams, the official scorekeeper. We'll do that at halftime. Jakari Randolph checks in for Kenton Bibbs. 6:16 left on the clock. Bob Jones, 18. Trinity Baptist, 17. Bruins inbound, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ellenwood goes all the way inside, and the foul. Looks like that will be George Tusha with his first. That is the call. And it will send Nate Ellenwood to the free throw line where he is 26 out of 31 on the season. That is 84%. Terrific free throw shooting by the senior. And the first one is good. Ellen Wood from Parsippany, New Jersey, majors in business administration. Well, he did some good business on that first free throw. And number 2, also good. He now has 4, and he has given the Bruins a 20-17 lead. Coming up on the 6-minute mark, Eagles could tie the score with a 3 or pull to within 2. That is Randolph attempting to tie the score. Did not go. Now the Bruins look to extend a current 3-point lead. Ellenwood feeds Dean in the corner. Dean rushes his way inside, spin move, and a layup. 5 points now for Devin Dean. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Biggest lead of the game so far for either team. De Los Santos feeds Hobdy and worked around to the right side to Jakari Randolph. Eagles slow things down. 10 seconds left. Duncanson off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Ellenwood. Bruins very quickly up the court. Brush hits Norrington. Pull-up jumper off the rim. Brush with the rebound. Feeds it to Dean outside. All the way to the top, and a 3 from Daniel Fuller has given the Bruins an 8-point lead and a timeout for Coach John Jones with 4:58 left in the half. The Bruins leading 25-17. Second full timeout called by the Eagles. Bruins have yet to call a timeout. And again, there you see the score, 25-17, and we'll be back in just a minute. .458 left in the half, and Bob Jones has opened up a 25-17 lead. A long 3 buried by Daniel Fuller just a moment ago has given Bob Jones that 8-point lead. Duncanson feeds Hobdy to the right side. 3-point shot. Hobdy with the 3, his first score of the afternoon, and it cuts the deficit down to 5. Very quick work up the court, and a foul. And it looks like that might be George Tusha. It is George Tusha with number 2, and it sends Daniel Fuller to the line. First time today, 9 for 11. So far shooting free throws, and number 1 a little bit too strong. 5-point lead for the Bruins, pending free throw number 2. Second free throw is a little too strong, and a good rebound, however, by Brush. Bruins keep possession. New rule this year, after an offensive rebound and hits the rim, 20 seconds go on the shot clock. Ellenwood able to regain control of the ball, feeds Brush, and this one's out of bounds. Couldn't tell if it was Whitfield or Bibbs who got a hand on the ball, but it is Bruins ball with 5 seconds to shoot. Norrington up top to Fuller. 3-point shot is good, his second. And a lead for the Bruins back up to 8. 6 points overall for Daniel Fuller. No surprise when looking at what he's done from beyond the arc this year. He is coming into today's play 23 for 51 from behind the arc, almost 50%. And a foul will be called against Hayes Brush. That is his first, and it will send the Eagles to the line. Eagles, as a team, so far 1 out of 4 shooting free throws today. This will be Kenton Bibbs, 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. Number 1, no good, and a substitution for the Bruins sends Cam McKennedy back onto the court. Eagles, as a team, coming into today's play, very good from the line, 71% on the season. Free throw number 2 is good. 5 points total for Kenton Bibbs. It's a 7-point Bob Jones lead at 28-21 and 3:42 and counting left on the clock. De Los Santos on the defense of McKennedy. Feeds Fuller from 3, and another one for Daniel Fuller. That is his third of this half. And the Bruins now lead by 10 at 31-21. Fuller now 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Shot clock at 14. De Los Santos at midcourt. And it looks like it will be a foul called against Daniel Fuller. That is his first and team foul number 4. On the floor, so the Eagles will inbound over on the far side. Trailing by 10, looking to cut into the deficit. We have 3:10 left to go in the first half. Daniel Fuller with 9 points. That's 9 out of 10 is the margin of the lead for the Bruins. He's hit all 3 of those within the past couple of minutes. Sam Battle on the right side of the paint. Looks like he will draw the foul. Was it on the shot or before is the question. It is Nate Ellenwood getting called for his first. Team foul number 5 on the floor before the shot. So the Eagles will inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Trinity Baptist has committed 6. Bruins have committed 5. Bibbs near midcourt. Runs his way up the left side of the paint. Somebody got a hand on that one. I couldn't tell which Bruin, but they charge up the court, and it looks like we're going to get the foul and the basket for Cam McKennedy. That is Travis Whitfield with his first, and McKennedy will have a chance at a 3-point play. So it is now a 12-point lead pending the free throw from Cam McKennedy. He's 4 for 8 so far on the season. .236 left in the half. The free throw hits off the back of the rim and drops in. And a substitution will send Devin Dean in. And Dustin Bunton comes off for the Bruins, who lead 34-21. Eagles trail by 13. This is Parrish Hobdy, gets around Dean and is rejected by Nate Ellenwood. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles, who have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Nate Ellenwood stands at 6'5", able to reach that long arm span and block the shot. 3-pointer from the corner from Hobdy does not go. Spun around the rim and pulled down by Norrington. Norrington, spin move inside the paint, the layup, and the basket. Looks like that's going to be Whitfield with a second. Well, it's either Whitfield or Kenton Bibbs. We'll double check that in a moment. Norrington got the basket at the line. It is off the rim. And rebounded by Parrish Hobdy. Norrington 3 for 7 now on the season from the line. He has 4 total points. Battle goes up for the layup, draws the foul, and Battle will shoot two. Foul's called on Nate Ellenwood. That is his second. Free throw from Battle is good. Sam Battle 6 for 8 from the line coming in. Now 7 out of 9. That foul on the other end a moment ago was Parrish Hobdy, and that was his first. Free throw number 2 from Battle. Rims out and is pulled down by Hayes Brush. 36-22, a 14-point lead for Bob Jones. Brush lost control of the ball, got it right back, put a pump fake on, and got his second basket of the night. He averages 4.4 points per game. He now has 4. 38-22 lead for Bob Jones. Duncanson on the left side. Kenton Bibbs could not get the layup to drop in. 1:13 left until halftime. Devin Dean's shot no good. Rebounded by Hobdy. Bounce pass and a wall pass back to Hobdy, who lays it in. 5 points for Parrish Hobdy. 38-24 Bob Jones. We just passed the 60-second mark. 54 seconds and counting. Bruins slow things down, and a traveling violation called on Hayes Brush. We'll give the ball back to Trinity Baptist with 51.5 seconds on the clock. Chapman Harwood checks in for Cam McKennedy, who had himself a pretty good first half with 8 points. Came alive in the latter portion of that first half. 45 seconds and counting. Bounce pass and saved by Duncanson. Shot clock at 14, and this one over the head of Hobdy and out of bounds, and that's a turnover. And the Bruins will have a chance to extend a current 14-point lead before halftime. 28 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock now reads 21. And we have a blocking foul against Duncanson over on the far sideline. That's his first. It is team foul number 9, so 1-1 for the Bruins, who will send Chapman Harwood to the line. He is 4 for 6 from the free throw line. And as a team, the Bruins, coming into today's play, are shooting very respectable 67% from the stripe. 23 seconds left in the half. Chapman Harwood, 1-1. It is good. 39-24, 15-point lead. Free throw number 2, also right down the middle. So another 16-point lead for the Bruins with 20 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Bibbs at midcourt, directing traffic, looking to set up a scoring opportunity before halftime. 8 seconds left. Randolph for 3, too strong. Rebounded by Dean, 3 seconds left. Long football pass up court. And that halftime buzzer will bring us to the intermission with the score: Bob Jones 40 and Trinity Baptist 24. Leading scorer on the court at halftime, Daniel Fuller with 3 threes for the Bruins. Cam McKennedy with 8. And for the Eagles, George Tusha leads the way with 6, and Kenton Bibbs has 5. 15-minute halftime. We'll be back in 12 minutes. Recap the first half and get ready for more action here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Stay with us. I'm Ray Bureau back at Trinity Gymnasium on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. My son Dean is our cameraman, and as you see on the scoreboard, the visiting Bruins of Bob Jones University lead Trinity Baptist 40-24 as we're just a few minutes away from resuming play at the start of the second half. Before we get to the totals, we want to remind you this afternoon, very good news, women's basketball defeated Mississippi University of Women by a score of 59-54. Jayla Green led the Eagles with 15 points. Melanie Newton had 10, Ebony Smith 8, Trinity Sneed 6, and Sydney Veach had 4. But Veach also pulled off 3 steals within the game's final minute and a half or so to keep the Owls from pulling close, and the Eagles got the big win 59-54. In the men's game, it is 40-24, and the leading scorer is Daniel Fuller with a trio of threes that he hit all within about 2 minutes of each other. Just minutes before the half ended, he leads everybody with 9. Cam McKennedy has 8 for the Bruins, 5 from Devin Dean, and 4 each from Nate Ellenwood, Hayes Brush, Chapman Harwood, and Kendall Norrington. The Bruins shot 52% from the field in the first half, 4 for 7 from beyond three-point range. Fuller has 3 of those. McKennedy has 1. Had a little trouble at the line, 6 out of 12, but they do lead by 16. Bruins have also pulled down 23 rebounds. Thank you to Nathan Williams, the official scorekeeper, keeping us updated. For the Eagles, the leading scorer so far is George Tusha with 6. 5 points each from Marquise Duncanson, Parrish Hobdy, and Kenton Bibbs, and each of those 3 gentlemen have hit a 3-point shot. Sam Battle has 3 total points as well for the Eagles. Eagles trailing by 16. 3 for 6 from three-point range. Duncanson, Hobdy, and Bibbs have those 3-pointers. Big difference, though. Bob Jones shooting over 50% from the field in the first half and have out-rebounded the Eagles 23-13. Just about ready to start the second half, so pull up a chair and enjoy some more South Region competition. A whole lot of people having great interaction on the top chat. Too many names for me to remember them all, but there's some really good, fun conversation going on. Austin Garcia and MT have joined the group. Some back and forth, good-natured conversation going on the tap chat. Thank you for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. And that buzzer indicates we are ready to start the second half of play. Again, with Bob Jones leading 40-24. It is Bruins ball as we start the second half. And we are back underway. Bruins now going from the left to the right. Eagles from the right to the left. This is Fuller running the baseline, feeding Norrington, who will draw the foul. Both Tusha and Lewis were there. We'll see which one gets called. It is going to be D.W. Lewis with his 3rd. 2 fouls each from Kenton Bibbs and George Tusha, 1 from Duncanson, Hobdy, De Los Santos, and Whitfield. Norrington's first of 2 is good. Came into today's play at 50%, 3 for 6, hits the front end of these 2 shots. Has another one coming. 5 points now for Kendall Norrington, and make that 6 as he hits them both. 42-24 Bruins. 2 fouls for Nate Ellenwood and 1 each from Hayes Brush, Daniel Fuller, Jason Barnhart, and Kendall Norrington through the first half. Duncanson guarded by Dean at midcourt, gets around his defender, pull-up jumper from the line, a little too short. Norrington pulls down the rebound, and here come the Bruins. Norrington from about 18 feet. This one does not go. Brush with the rebound. Second chance, no, but third chance, yes. He now has 6 points, and it's a 20-point lead for the Bruins. Eagles work the ball to Stelos Santos on the far side. He gets inside and is able to get the one-handed short jumper to go. Stelos Santos with his first basket of the night. Ellenwood from the side, no. Second chance tap in from Brush does not go. Norrington down, gets up slowly, but he's all right. Duncanson feeds Stelos Santos. Habney, pump fake from 3, pulls inside, two-point shot does not go, and it's knocked out of bounds by Devin Dean. Dwayne LeGrand now on the court for Coach Jones, and heading off will be George Tusha. 18 and a half left on the clock, 44-26 in favor of the Bruins. We have some housekeeping duties going on the other side of the court. That's the reason for the delay. Second ball game of the afternoon. The women's game took place just before the gentlemen took the court. Everybody's ready. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Eagles will inbound. Stelos Santos over near the Trinity Baptist bench. Feeds Duncanson. And we have a foul called against the Eagles. Dwayne LeGrand called for the push. That's his first foul. Team foul number 2. And the Bruins, leading 44-26, have a chance to get it back up to 20. Dean guarded by Stelos Santos, feeds Ellenwood. Ball worked around to Fuller. All the way across the court, three-point shot from Brush off the rim. Stelos Santos pulls down the board. Duncanson feeds Battle, who runs the baseline. There's LeGrand, could not get the short jumper to drop. Picks up the ball off the floor, and a rebound does not go. Brush pulls down the rebound. Bruins work it up court. Dean's shot, no good. He gets his own rebound, and a foul will be called on Dwayne LeGrand. So 2 free throws coming for Devin Dean. He is 1 for 4 so far on the afternoon. Bruins now 6 out of 9 on the afternoon before this free throw bounces off the rim and drops in. 6 points on the board for Devin Dean. LeGrand out. D.W. Lewis back onto the court, and both free throws drop in for Dean. He now has 7, and it's a 20-point lead for Bob Jones. Duncanson at midcourt. Stelos Santos works his way past Dean, but Dean comes back and gets the block. The ball goes out of bounds. Eagles ball with 13 on the shot clock. So credit Dean. He was beaten, but he stuck with his man, able to get the rejection. Duncanson near the TBC logo. Passes stolen away by Brush. He feeds Dean one-on-one to the hole, and the layup is good. That's Devin Dean, a 6'2" freshman guard from Charleston, South Carolina, now with 9 points. Shot clock at 12, and this one goes out of bounds. And Bruins will take possession, leading 48-26. $16:55 left on the clock. Jakari Randolph in for Parrish Hobdy. A long pass underneath towards Barnhart, and he will draw the foul. That is number 1 on Jakari Randolph. Jason Barnhart at the line for the first time today, where he is 10 for 16 on the season. Nope, my fault. I thought it was on the shot. It is on the floor. So no free throws, inbound instead, and Barnhart gets the 2 points with the short jumper. Stelos Santos Feeds Lewis inside. A spin move will send Lewis to the line. That is Jason Barnhart. That will be his second. So D.W. Lewis will now shoot 2, 4 for 9 from the stripe so far on the season. Over for Hayes Brush, who is taking 6 points to the sideline. I'm sure we'll see him again before too long. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, Kenton Bibbs in for Joel De Los Santos. Number 2 from Lewis. This one a little too strong, and the rebound for John Allen. That's Harwood feeding Ellenwood. A bounce pass to Barnhart. Might have anticipated it a little too much. That one went through his hands and out of bounds, and a turnover will give the ball back to Trinity Baptist. 16-18 left on the clock, 50-26. Bob Jones leads. Battle at midcourt. Gets it back to Kenton Bibbs. And Bibbs will relay the play to the offense. 12 to shoot. Randolph hits Duncanson, guarded by Harwood. Pass inside to Tusha. The basket is good, and the foul. I believe it is Jason Barnhart who will be called for the foul. That is the correct call. That's his third. Lewis got the basket. His first points, and now a chance at a three-point play. 0 for 2 from the line so far today. And a free throw is good. 3 points for D.W. Lewis. It's a 50-29 lead for Bob Jones. Ellenwood collides with Battle, then gets around his defender, and before the shot, foul called on Sam Battle. And for Battle, that will be his first and team foul number 4. Bruins will inbound. And official talking with Coach Jones with 15:41 left. 21-point lead for the Bruins, and they will inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Very quick inbound pass to Nate Ellenwood, who's right there, and a big man lays it in. And Ellenwood now has 6 points. He averages 14.9 points per game, and we have a whistle. That's going to be a technical foul against the Eagles, and Ellenwood will head to the line. So Nate Ellenwood, 28 for 33 on the season, counting 2 for 2 today, hits the first, giving him now 7 points. 2 free throws and the ball for Bob Jones. Both ones are good. Ellenwood now with 8, and the Bruins will inbound. 15:32 left to go in the ball game. 54-29 in favor of Bob Jones. Again, next weekend, Eagles are at Florida College on December 14th. That is next Saturday. That's a 4 p.m. tip-off time. And then the Johnson University of Florida Christmas Classic. Well, it is Eagles ball, not Bruins, and the Eagles will inbound. 15.5 left to go. $17 to shoot. Randolph feeds Kenton Bibbs. Bibbs gets by 1, hits Battle. And Battle will have the ball stripped away. No foul on the play. It's out of bounds, and it's Eagles ball. Ellenwood got his hand on the ball, knocked it away. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Long pass toward the backcourt. 5 seconds to shoot. Randolph, one dribble, a long 3 off the back of the rim. And this one will go out of bounds on the sideline. That one looked very good coming out of his hand. Looked like it would drop. Hits the back of the rim, and the Bruins will inbound. Under 15 minutes left to go in the ball game. Ellenwood passes it outside. Hartwood is able to keep the ball in bounds. Guarded by Battle. Bruins work the ball to the corner. This is McKennedy. Hartwood takes the pass. Pull-up jumper. It's off the rim. Batted around and grabbed by D.W. Lewis. Duncanson, guarded by McKennedy, uses the screen. Now directing traffic, and Lewis takes the pass. Finds Bibbs inside the paint. Bibbs off the glass, does not go. Rebound, Nate Ellenwood. McKennedy takes the pass from Ellenwood. Contact and no call. Fans looking for the offensive foul. They do not get it. McKennedy could not keep the ball in bounds. Yes, he does, rather. And Bibbs is able to pull it in for the Eagles. And a foul will be called against Cam McKennedy coming up from behind. That is his first. It is team foul number 3 of the second half. So the Eagles will inbound. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Kendall Norrington and Devin Dean back in for Bob Jones. And heading off will be Jason Barnhart and Chapman Harwood. Randolph heads to the sideline for the Eagles as George Tusha checks in. Lewis trying to find Tusha, has a ball knocked away. Pass up to John Allen, and traveling called on the senior as he tries to go up for the layup. Eagles will get the ball with 13:34 left on the clock. It's a 25-point lead for Bob Jones, 54-29. Eagles have committed 5 fouls, the Bruins 3. Duncanson, pull up 3, off the glass and the rim, and a nice rebound by Allen. Allen inside the paint, but he's called for the travel before the shot. And the Eagles will take over. 13-17 left on the clock. Substitution waiting at the table, and it is Hayes Brush. He will take over for Cam McKennedy, who has 8 points. And the Eagles have possession over near the Bruins bench. Not sure what the delay is about, but now one of the officials wants to speak with Dr. Tony Miller over on the far sideline. And it looks like the Bruins are now going to call a 30-second timeout. That's the first timeout that Bob Jones has called, so they still have 4 fulls and a 30. Eagles have 2 fulls and 2 30s remaining. 13-17 left on the clock. Bruins lead at 54-29. Those games at the Johnson University of Florida Classic, December 20th and 21st, both 4 p.m. tip-offs. On Friday the 20th, the University of the Virgin Islands, and on Saturday the 21st, it's the Eagles against the University of the Bahamas. Both of those games at Johnson University of Florida in Kissimmee. Eagles will play NAIA Warren Wilson next on Tuesday night at 7. That's a home game in Greenville for Bob Jones. Then they'll host Carolina Christian on Friday the 13th. Both those games have 7 p.m. tip-off times. Just past the 13-minute mark. De Los Santos for 3, and this one misses everything and goes out of bounds. Daniel Fuller checks back onto the court for the Bruins. John Allen will head off. 12:56 left in the ball game. Brush has it stripped away by Kenton Bibbs. And Bibbs goes all the way inside the paint. Basket is good, and the foul on Brush. Number 2 on Hayes Brush. Bibbs is 2 for 4 from the line. Now 7 points pending the free throw. Free throw is good, 8 for Kenton Bibbs. 54-32, Bruins lead. The bounce pass to Norrington. The layup, no good. Dean pulls down the rebound. Bruins keep possession. Pull-up jumper does not go. Sam Battle with the board for the Eagles. He rushes his way up court. 1-on-2 all the way to the basket. And for Battle now, 5 points. And a whistle, a timeout. And we'll see which coach called for the timeout at 12:17 left. This is a 30-second timeout. Looks like it was called by Coach Burton Uero. So he still has 4 fulls. Coach Jones, 2 fulls and 2 30s. 54-34 Bruins. We'll be back in just a moment. I'd like to wish Eagles player James Miller a very happy 19th birthday here today. Got to say hello to Mrs. Miller just before the ball game started. She wants to extend her happy birthday to her son James. Turns 19 today. We're glad he's here at Trinity Baptist College, a freshman. This one is knocked away, and it will be Eagles ball. Dean tried to regain control. Went off his hand and out of bounds. So thank you, Mrs. Miller, for letting us know. Very nice lady sitting just to my right. Coming up on the 12-minute mark. Kenton Bibbs feeds De Los Santos. De Los Santos puts a beautiful spin move on Brush, but does not get the layup to drop. 20-point lead for the Bruins. Brush takes the pass from Dean. Guarded by 2. Pulls up behind the line. Bounce pass to Fuller. Fuller tried to find Ellenwood. There was contact. And we have a whistle. That one goes out of bounds. No call on the collision. Eagles have scored the last 5 points. Looking to cut this deficit down a bit further and continue the rally. Try to catch up from behind. Bruins led by 16 at halftime. Lead now by 20. Lewis will draw the foul. We'll see if it's on the floor or on the shot. And it goes against Daniel Fuller. That's his second. And D.W. Lewis will shoot 2. He's 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. That one a little bit too short. 2 substitutions for the Bruins. Zachary Orr, first time we've seen him today, comes on with John Allen. Zachary Orr, 3.3 points per game, the senior from Baldwin, Georgia. Second free throw is good from George Tushar. Check that, D.W. Lewis. He now has 4. $11:15 left on the clock. Brush goes 1-on-2, pulls up. Tusha on the defense, forced Brush to feed the ball back to the outside. Nearly got away from Dean, but he pulls it in. Ellenwood takes the pass, tries to get around 2 defenders. Instead, he feeds Zachary Orr. Layup, no good. Rebound by Lewis. Pass is stolen away by Ellenwood, who almost lost control himself. Keeps the ball in his control. And the Bruins will back it up to the outside. Ellenwood from the corner for 3, off the rim. Kenton Bibbs pulls down the rebound. Duncanson at the top of the arc. Bibbs outside the lane. Hits Lewis. Three-point shot off the rim. Pulled in by Ellenwood. Coming up on the midway point of the second half. 54-35 Bruins. Right now we hit the 10-minute mark as Ellenwood has his pass taken away by Kenton Bibbs. Duncanson inside the paint, pushes it outside. Lewis, three-pointer. Lewis now with 7 and a timeout for Coach Burton Uero. With the score, 54-38, Bob Jones, and 9:44 left to play. This is a full 60-second timeout. We'll be back in just a minute on TBC Eagles. It is Bruins basketball with 9:44 left to go, as you saw a moment ago on the scoreboard. 54-38, Bruins lead by 16. That was the margin of the lead at halftime. They have played even since then. Brush hits McKennedy. Allen that worked around. Cross pass. 10 seconds to shoot. Brush goes inside, misses the shot. Ball batted around, grabbed by McKennedy. Underhand layup, no good, and a whistle. That's going to be on the floor. Call will go against the Eagles. That is George Tusha with his third. Well, it was on the floor, but 1-1 for the Bruins, as that's the 7th team foul. Zachary Orr now looking to get on the board for Bob Jones. Front end of the 1-1 is good. His first point. So Zachary Orr is able to get on the board. One of 3 seniors for Coach Uero. Free throw number 2, spins around, comes out, Battle with the rebound. 9:10 left on the clock. It is a 17-point lead for the Bruins. Battle works his way inside and draws the foul. 2 shots coming for Battle. Foul called on Orr, that's his first. That is team foul number 6. So the next one will give the bonus to the Eagles. Battle 1 for 2 at the line today on the season. 75% coming into today's play. First of 2. It's 2 free throws. Parrish Hobdy ready and willing. Sam Battle back at the line. Big run at the end of the first half for the Bruins is the difference. Free throw number 2 is good. Battle now has 6 points. 55-39 Bruins. Ball goes out of bounds and stays with Bob Jones. Nate Ellenwood, Zachary Orr, and John Ellen. We're seeing them on our court for the final time. Been a pleasure watching these gentlemen come down here, sometimes multiple times in the last 4 years. So congratulations to the 3 seniors on the Bruins roster. Of course, Duncanson and Bibbs, the seniors for the Eagles. Duncanson in his 4th season with Coach Jones. Kenton Bibbs in his 1st. This one goes out of bounds. And a foul will be called on the exchange. Cam McKennedy with his 2nd. It is a 1-and-1 bonus and will send Kenton Bibbs to the line. Bibbs is 3 for 5 from the line so far today. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Nine now for Bibbs, pending free throw number 2. Eagles trailed by 25 earlier in the half. They have cut it down to 15, still looking to rally. And free throw number 2 bounces in and out and is rebounded by Barnhart. Very quick transition. Barnhart, layup, no. Second chance, yes. 4 points now for Jason Barnhart, 57-40. $17-point lead and a foul. That one goes against Barnhart, and that is number 4. Jason Barnhart. And now we're going to have a timeout. The delay was for a little housekeeping duties. And a timeout called by Coach URO with the score. Bob Jones University 57, Trinity Baptist College 40. Back in just a minute. Our next YouTube live feed on TBC Eagles will be January 14th, a big South Region matchup against Pensacola Christian College. That's the next home game for Trinity Baptist. Kenton Bibbs at the line. Free throw is good. Bibbs now in double digits. Foul called on Jason Barnhart right before the timeout. Number 2 from Bibbs, also good. He has 11. It's a 15-point lead for the Bruins with 8:16 and counting left on the clock. Almost stolen by Bibbs. Off his hand, out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock. Allen takes the inbound pass, guarded by Battle. Allen up the left sideline, feeds Norrington. 3 seconds left to shoot. Long three off the rim. That one hit the rim. So Bibbs rushes it up court. Duncanson outside. Battle thought about the three, moved his way inside, and this one is knocked out of bounds. Daniel Fuller tried to keep it in, unable to get to the ball in time. Fresh 20 seconds on the clock for the Eagles. 7:40 left to play. It is a 15-point deficit for Trinity Baptist. Duncanson for three. It's good. His second three and 8 total points. It is now a 12-point deficit. Eagles looking to climb back. They trailed by 25 earlier in the half. Ellenwood for three. Off the rim. Bounces off the back. He got a break and sank the three. 11 for Nate Ellenwood. Tough break for the Eagles. Shot was off the mark, but got the bounce. And a second bounce as well before falling through the cylinder. 60-45. We just passed the 7-minute mark. Battle for three. Yep. Battle gets those 3 points right back, and Coach Jones calls a 30-second timeout. So unless I am mistaken, Trinity Baptist has 2 fulls and a 30. And 3 full timeouts remaining for Bob Jones. The teams have traded 3-pointers all on the last couple of trips up and down the court. And at the moment, with 6:50 left to play, Bob Jones leads it 60-48. Again, our next home game and our next broadcast on YouTube TBC Eagles will be against the Eagles of Pensacola Christian on January 14th, and then we'll be back at it again on the 18th as Pasco Hernando Community College comes to the west side. In between, Eagles will go to Florida Gateway College on January 16th. So I'll go ahead and wish you now a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, as the next time we'll be with you in 2020. Bruins lead by 12, 6:50 left to go. Eagles looking to mount a terrific comeback. They have cut a 25-point deficit down in half. Battle on the defense of Ellenwood, and will be called for the foul. Fans very much in disagreement. That is number 3 on Battle. Team foul number 8, so Ellenwood, who is 4 for 4, will shoot the 1-and-1. Ellenwood at the line, takes his time, sizes up the free throw, and converts. Now an even dozen for Nate Ellenwood. Joel Delasantos in for Sam Battle. At the moment, the lead is 13, pending free throw number 2. This one is good. Ellenwood now a perfect 6 for 6 from the line and 13 total points. The lead is 14. Coming up on 6.5 right now. Duncanson goes inside. Pull-up jumper off the rim and pulled in by Norrington. Brushes up against Hobdy. Feeds the ball to Dean. And the basket is good and a foul. That is Parrish Hobdy called for his second. Devin Dean now with 11 and a chance to make it 12. 64-48 pending the free throw. This one is good. Well, the Bruins were 6 for 12 in the first half. Now 10 out of 11 in the second half from the line. Fantastic free throw shooting in half number 2. That was De Los Santos, a little bit too strong and pulled down by Brush. Ellenwood works his way inside, gets the short underhander to go. He now has 15, and it's 67-48 in favor of Bob Jones. A 19-point lead for the Bruins. Hobdy inside and blocked. That was Brush with the rejection. And Brush works his way across the lane. Gets around Hobdy and the layup. 8 points for Hayes Brush and a 21-point lead for Bob Jones. Eagles got to within 12, but Bob Jones has scored the last 9. De Los Santos for 3. Too strong. Rebound and a quick pass up court to Dean for the layup. It is good. Good number of Bruins fans in attendance here today, and they're cheering on their team and letting them know they enjoy what they're seeing as we have a timeout with 4:42 left to play, and Bob Jones leads 71-48. Fans during the break having some good fun with each other. Again, a really good following from Greenville down here in attendance, nearly packing the left side of the bleachers. Near capacity in the bleachers between the Eagles and the Bruins. Women's basketball won this afternoon. Eagles trying to come back, but the Bruins have been on a very good extended run in the past several minutes. 71-48, the lead is 23. Trinity got to within 12, but then Bob Jones has scored 11 in a row. Duncanson past the midcourt stripe, coming up on 4.5 left to go. Duncanson for 3, off the rim. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Battle, and a whistle. And a foul will be called on Devin Dean. That's only his first. It is team foul number 9, so Sam Battle will shoot the 1-and-1. Battle averages 4.3 points per game, stands at 9, looking to get into double digits with the free throw, which is good. So Battle now with 10. 71-49. Free throw number 2, in and out, pulled down by Ellenwood. Eagles are 8 for 12 in the second half from the line. Couple of opportunities volleyed around, and this one goes out of bounds. It hits the baseline, and it is Eagles basketball. And stolen away by the Bruins. Number 34 is Dustin Bunton with the steal. Shot clock at 16. Dean spin move, and he will draw the foul. Could be either Bibbs or Lewis. It will be Bibbs called for the foul. That is his third, and will send Devin Dean to the line. Dean has hit 4 in a row, 4 out of 7 overall. This one is good. Hunter Lang now in for the Eagles. Devin Dean hit number 1. Number 2 is up and in. Total of 16 now for Dean. Freshman from Charleston, South Carolina, majoring in child growth and development. He has scored 16 points, and he's taken over the game high. 3.5 left to go. Duncanson off the glass, off the rim, pulled down by Kendall Norrington. Bounce pass toward the corner, given right back to Brush, and he lays it in. He now has 10. Chris Pham onto the court. Long three-pointer off the rim. Rebound by Norrington. Duncanson with the steal. Back to Bibbs for three. Off the rim. Chris Pham chases this one down. A bounce pass inside to Sam Battle. And for Sam Battle, that's 12. And a timeout with 2:51 left to go. 75-51 left on the clock. 2:51. .251 left to go. 75-51. Bruins lead by 16. Battle got the 2 points. The timeout. Bruins will inbound. Harwood guarded by Chris Pham. Bounce pass to Bunton, and offensive foul will be called against Dustin Bunton. Hunter Lang got set, took the charge. And now Skylar Snook heads onto the court for the Eagles. Kenton Bibbs will head off. .239 left to go. Battle takes a pass right at midcourt. Feeds Snook over near the Eagles bench. Chris Pham feeds Hunter Lang. Ball stripped away. Ellenwood with the steal. And he'll work his way up court. Bruins could start to work down the clock, but that one is stolen away by Duncanson. Battle, 1-on-2. Backs it up to Duncanson. Ball stripped away. That is Chapman Harwood. And we have a whistle at midcourt. Shot clock will be reset to 23 seconds. And speaking of 23, number 23, Zachary Orr back onto the court. Nate Ellenwood heads off, taking 15 points to the sideline. He might be done for the afternoon. He trails only Devin Dean for the game high at this point. Dean is also off the court as well. So on the court for the Bruins is Harwood, Allen, Barnhart, Bunton, and Elijah Couples. 1:50 left to play. Inside to Couples. He gives it up to Harwood. Forces his way up the left side of the lane and gets the basket. That is Chapman Harwood. He now has 6. 1.5 left to go. Birthday boy James Miller on the court for Trinity Baptist. That's him, number 30, who just gave the ball up to Chris Pham. Jamari Dixon also on the court as Pham goes up and off the glass. Basket is good and the foul. Foul called on Chapman Harwood, his first. Chris Pham gets the basket. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far this season. Chance at a 3-point play. Free throw is off the rim and a good rebound from Elijah Couples. Bruins work the ball to the left corner. Allen outside the lane again. They're working down the clock. Barnhart called for the travel as he looked like he was trying to fake around the defender and get inside. Under a minute to go, 77-53 Bruins lead. Dixon, pull-up jumper. It's good. Jamari Dixon with the basket. 77-53, 37 seconds left. Again, first South Region game for each team this season. This one goes out of bounds, and it is Bruins ball. 15 on the shot clock, 26.7 on the game clock. Inbound pass and a three-point shot from Bunton is off the rim. Harwood pulls down the rebound. About a half second between the shot clock and the game clock. Allen tracks that one down, keeps it in bounds. And a foul will be called against Skylar Snook. That is his first. It is team foul number 10, so 2 free throws. And it'll be Dustin Bunton at the line. First of 2 from Bunton is good. Bunton now on the board. 11.5 seconds left to go. Free throw number 2, off to the left. Lang with the rebound. Eagles looking to try to get off another shot before the final buzzer. James Miller, happy 19th birthday, towards Hunter Lang. Three-pointer for Lang. Oh, off the rim. And that'll bring us to the final score. Bob Jones University 78, Trinity Baptist College 55. The Bruins now 1 win, no losses in South Region play. And the Eagles, no wins, 1 loss inside the South Region. Very exciting ball game. Going to be a tough call for player of the game. Devin Dean led everybody with 16 points. Nate Ellenwood had 15. We're going to go with Devin Dean as today's player of the game. Also scoring for the Bruins, Cam McKennedy with 8. Daniel Fuller had 3 threes for 9 points. John Allen had a deuce. Chapman Harwood finishes with 6. Zachary Orr 1. Jason Barnhart 5. Dustin Bunton 1. And Kendall Norrington had 6. For the Eagles, Kenton Bibbs leads with 11. D.W. Lewis, or check that, Sam Battle leads with 12. Bibbs with 11. Lewis 7. Duncanson 8. Hobdy with 5. George Tusha had 6. And Jamari Dixon with 2. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. For Dean Bureau on camera, I'm Ray Bureau. Good night, and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.